Hi, Taurus. Their heart is screaming your name. They miss you deeply, regret the silence, and feel sorry for pushing you away. Trust your intuition. And let's get started. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, Nine of Cups, wow, Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like something was let go. For some of you, I feel like you may have given up on something. With Seven of Spirits in reverse, I feel like there was something that maybe you were fighting for or you held out on for a long time. For some of you, it could have had a third influence in your environment, meaning there could have been people who got in between, not just romantically. It could have been family, friends, things like that. But I definitely feel like there was a situation that was released, because where you're coming from, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, I feel like you may have seen the truth in something. You got clear. Okay, you went clear. And I'm not talking Scientologists, but there definitely was a situation where, you know, you became clear, like really you started to see the situation for what it was. I feel like you may have took action and you stood up for yourself. And I feel like you're very guarded right now. The Queen of Swords to me always reminds me of someone who is an ex or someone who has been hurt. Okay, tell me more, please. Tell me about Taurus. Where are they coming from? Why the Queen of Swords? Why the Queen of Swords, please? Okay, I keep getting a lot of cards flying out. Why the Queen of Swords, please? There we go. Yeah, see, there was a missed opportunity or something that you invested in that you felt you didn't get your investment on. Yeah, for some of you, you could have lived with this person, but I definitely feel like I feel like, you know, you may have wanted balance with this person. You may have wanted a future with this person, or you did already have an established life with this person, but there definitely was a loss. Some of you took a big financial loss. And now I feel like you're just trying to regain everything. I feel like you're trying to balance out yourself. Some of you are trying to balance out your energy. But how you're being seen, though, is a Hierophant in reverse. So right now you're being seen as very closed off. A lot of you are just doing things your own way. You don't want to be held to an ideal. You don't want to be held to a certain standard. You want to go with your own flow. You don't want to be another sheep. You definitely just want to be your own person. So, you know, you're being rebellious to, you know, what the community might say or what the outside might say, but you're being true to who you truly are. You're really being yourself. So I feel like right now you're just not really giving a shit. I feel like right now you're just really wanting to be yourself. You are who you are, you know, and I feel like right now you're just not wanting anything traditional. I feel like right now you're just not wanting, like you may not be open to a long-term commitment. I feel like right now you're just going with the flow and living your life day to day. Okay. How is Taurus being seen, please? Why the Hierophant? I feel like that is your card too. So I feel like you are closed off and you are detached from people. But you're finding your own independence. You're finding your own strength. With the Five of Cups in reverse, you're becoming independent from a situation, which is good. I feel like you're not fighting for it. You're choosing to realize your own worth and that you don't have to be stuck to anything. Yeah, see, I feel like, you know, I feel like you were waiting for someone. This is Sagittarius energy. I feel like there was a situation that you wanted to temper, that you wanted balance with, but I think you're realizing that it's just not the time. You know, it's Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, but we can't have it each other right now, you know, and apply for how that is in your situation. But I just feel like you're realizing that it may not be the right time for the situation, but if it is meant to be, it will be. True love always prevails. So I feel like you're detaching and you're no longer staying stuck. Okay, you're getting out of the web. And by doing so, what's coming towards you, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I feel like by detaching, you are finding happiness. Okay, you are finding happiness. What's coming towards Taurus, please? Why the Nine of Cups? Yeah, you're recognizing that this is someone who you truly care about, who you truly want to be with. You feel like this is someone who's a soul mate or soul connection for you. But right now it's like you're realizing that this has to end, or this can't be how it has been going on. Like you're putting an end to the situation, and by putting the end to the situation, you're finding happiness, and you're putting it out into the universe. And you know that if you let this love go, if you let this connection go, if it's truly meant to be, the person or will fight for you. Fate will bring this person into your life again, okay? And you're giving it to God, you're giving it to the Creator, and you're not making it your life problem to stay stuck on this situation, all right? Mutually, between you and this person, you guys both think about one another. You both think back on the times you may have spent together, conversations. You know, this person holds a lot of nostalgia towards you, and you of this person. So you guys both think of one another. You guys both think of the memories that you have with one another, okay? What is the mutual energy for Taurus, please? Yeah, but right now it's like you guys are choosing to look towards your future, okay? With the Three of Wands, now it's like, you know, I made a decision to pull back, and now you guys are realizing that, you know, maybe in the future we can have something, but it's not the right time, and we can't put our lives on hold until it is the right time. Why the Three of Wands, please? Yeah, see, it's like you guys both want to build something, but it's like waiting for the right time, or when will this happen? And you can't risk it. You know, you definitely can't risk it. You want to keep living your life, okay? How this person feels about you, we have Four of Coins. So this person feels like you are kind of closed off, or very blocked off, or you're being very secure over your heart, which is a good thing. You definitely always have to protect yourself, or protect, you know, who you are, protect your heart. How does this person feel about Taurus, please? Why the Four of Coins? Yeah, but see, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like it's not the right time. Right now, it's like a period of misfortune or bad luck. Yeah, and even though they see happiness in you, you know, they have happiness for you. They see you in a positive light. With the Leo energy here is strength, and the Lovers is Gemini. I definitely feel that this is someone who sees a happy day with you in the future, but it's like right now, they're choosing to remain closed off from you, or you are choosing to remain closed off from this person, because with the Wheel, it hasn't shifted yet, okay? So advice from Spirit is, yeah, you can't, Two of Swords, you can't be stuck in the situation. You can't put your life on hold. You have to keep moving forward every day, okay? You have to open your eyes and see it for what it truly is. And it's like, you know, the potential of this connection. You know the power of this connection, all right? Many of you feel like this is your soulmate, but you can't be at a crossroad in your life or put yourself on the back burner, okay? It's not going to help the situation. What does help the situation is you. You can't change a person. You can't change another person's situation, you know, especially if they're a grown-ass adult. What you can do is change yourself, and that's the only thing that you can ever do, is change yourself, change your vibration, and what energy that you're putting out into the universe. But if someone wants to change their life or be with you, they have to make the effort to do so, okay? You can't change it. What is the advice, please, for Taurus? Why the Two of Swords? And even though you love this person, you know, you have feelings for this person, it's time to detach, okay? Because this is someone who's not emotionally able to give you their cup to you. This is someone who, you know, has romantic interest in you with the Knight of Cups, and this is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but can't give you that cup 100%. So I feel like Spirit's saying is like, you know, you need to detach from this person and see what else is out there with the Knight of Cups here. See what else is out there, because you might be thinking that this person is the shit, or this person is awesome, this person's amazing, and what you don't know is that there could be someone even more amazing on the other side. Or maybe you are meant to meet and connect with other people for a reason, so that when you do come back into union with this person, that you will have lessons with you. You know, just, you don't ever want to put, you know, all your eggs in one basket, or put yourself, you know, make yourself stuck in a situation. You want to keep going, mind, body, soul every day. Take care of yourself, mind, body, soul, and keep moving forward, okay? Because that's the only thing that will change the situation. Nothing is gained by staying put or keeping your life stagnant. Angels, what message do you have for Taurus, please? It says, listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So this is in regards to my message to you. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like you need to listen with your heart with this situation. You know, I feel like you need to be open-minded. You know, you might be, and I know you guys, Taurus, I know a lot of you can be very stubborn, but you need to make sure that you stay open-minded, you know, and this may not be the message that you want to hear, but it may be the message that you need to hear. So listen with your heart and just really embrace, you know, everything, you know, all the elements, you know, what messages are coming through for you, okay? And don't overthink things. Okay, and it says, show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. This is beautiful. This is someone who's tending to the animals, taking care of the animals. And just by showing simple acts of kindness for you, for other people, you're putting that energy into the universe. And it can go a long way. Something very small, very minimal to you can mean the world to another person. So, you know, continue to bring happiness to other people, and that energy will come towards you. Okay, that's bringing good karma towards you. Any more messages for Taurus, please? Okay, and it says, you are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything that you choose to do. This is beautiful, and you are. You can do anything you want in life. You can have anything that you want in life. I shouldn't say have, because it's like, you know, of course, you're not going to have $1 million or have this mega mansion. But as far as within your own power about changing your lifestyle, changing your vibrations, planning goals, you know, manifestations, you are limitless. And once you realize this in your mind, the mind is the most powerful tool. I feel like you will go so far. All right. So Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you guys love and light, and I will talk with you later. Bye, Taurus.